I'm Mr. Wellsby, and I'm going to be teaching your son or daughter Physics 11 this first quarter at Rockridge. So I just want to have a brief video to give you a bit of information about me and a bit of information about the course to come during this quarter. So I'm locally born and raised, grew up in Richmond. I've finished my degree in physics and degree in teaching education at UBC in 2015. I've been teaching ever since. So my first 4 years of teaching were in London in the UK, and I've been at Rockridge. This is my second year at Rockridge and my second year teaching physics at Rockridge as well. On the screen, you'll see a bunch of contact information. That information is also included in the email that contained the link to this video. So feel free to browse that information, get in contact with me at that email address as you see fit. So the focus of Physics 11 is as follows. Essentially, it's experimental design, communication of idea, physics applications, and conceptual understanding. So we're trying to look at less kind of cookie cutter problems that they might have been taught in the past and more bigger picture ideas. So this is an example here where we do an inquiry type question. There's a difficult problem posed to the students, and they have some time to work that problem out using the principles of physics that they have learned. So compared to typical questions are something like what you might see on the left-hand side there. So we're trying to go a bit higher level, higher order thinking. But ultimately, I have two main goals. I want them to stay engaged and curious and have a passion for physics and continue to learn to think like scientists. So the course information is largely as follows. In terms of units, we have motion, so laws of motion, kinematics, forces, moving beyond that to circuits and waves and optics. And all the resources that I'll be giving the students are also viewable to you as parents on our OneNote page, which the link is contained in that email mentioned earlier. So how does it work with the hybrid model? So the Physics 11 is happening in the afternoon, and so I'm taking a flipped learning approach. Now, what that means is typically classic model of teaching is teachers provide information while students are in class, and they go home and try working on some practice problems. Now, the flipped model takes that idea and reverses it. So the students are able to take notes from home with videos that I'm posting on YouTube, typically 3 to 4 videos per week, because the notes, they don't really need as much teacher support. Then when they come into class, we can practice some more challenging problems, but that's the time when I'm actually available to help them out. So the flipped learning model has been used largely in universities for quite some time, especially in physics, and so it's an approach I think works well in this hybrid model. So the areas where they don't need support, they're doing at home. The areas where they do need support, they're in class with me, having a chance to get all the support that they need. So throughout the course, every week I'll be posting 3 to 4 videos. Along with those videos, I'm giving them a sheet or a booklet with notes for them to fill out to go with the video, practice questions and practice quizzes that they'll use to design a cheat sheet. And if you're looking for more information on that, please feel free to email me. On Monday, there will be a Google Meet, and that's going to be to review the halfway point. So if we're having 4 videos that they get at the end of their learning period, so if they're in Group A, their in-class learning period is Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoon, they get this list of 4 videos to watch, and our Monday meeting will be when we'll go over the halfway point. And the Monday meeting is for all of the group members. So if they're in Group B, they will have their lessons on Thursday, Friday. On Friday, they get those videos, and so hopefully they've reached the halfway point by the Monday. So we're going to review about half of the material. The remaining concepts, videos 3 and 4, or just video 3, those will be reviewed on the Tuesday or Thursday on their first in-class lesson of the week. We'll be reviewing the remaining concepts. There will be weekly quizzes on the first in-class day as well, and labs and practical work will obviously be done in class as well. So the labs and practical work just aren't really going to work from at home. So this gives us time to do that in class. So how you can support your student? Well, first thing is ask your students or ask your children what they're learning about in physics. Check the website as you see fit. Any questions that you have should be answerable there. Encourage student communication. So if students are having some challenges or some difficulties, encourage them to reach out and we can come to mutually beneficial decision in terms of any extra additional support that they may need. Please encourage your children to get lots of sleep, give them a safe study space, a quiet study space, I should say, and make sure that they've tried to reach the halfway point of their notes and practice questions by Monday. If they need any help, please encourage them to see me. The best time for that would be during our X block, so Tuesday, Thursday after their second period, so around after 11:30 or so, and hopefully by appointment if possible. But if they need to drop in, that's fine too. So as I said, as I mentioned earlier, the OneNote page, this is what it kind of looks like. This is an early version of it, but it'll have all the information that they need, all the notes that we've given, any handouts that they're going to receive will all be available here as well. And of course, there's also the Google Classroom, so they're free to go through there and all the information in terms of the weekly videos, expectations, practice questions, etc. They're all posted in Google Classroom and in OneNote as well. Lastly, please ensure that they do have their device and chargers in class and follow the cell phone guidelines at Rockridge. So far, in the last 2 weeks, there's been no major issues with that, but just keeping an eye on that. And encourage them to have healthy habits at home, so getting good sleep, getting a bit of exercise, eating healthy, etc. And lastly, if you do have any questions, there's more. The contact information is here, but of course you're free to call me or send an email anytime. I'm always happy to communicate with parents and answer any questions or address any concerns you may have. So I'm looking forward to a fast and busy quarter, but hopefully one that the students enjoy and learn and take a lot from. So thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon.